Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is October the 24th, and for some reason my arm got itchy. If you guys hear a blowing sound, that's a fan. It's hot in my apartment, and I don't like it. I'm sweating already, and I got put sweat in my eyeballs. I didn't mean to do that. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some Monday Night Raw to talk about. We got another name change. Well, an old school name got back. And everybody is happy about this one because they joined the original, the former superstar name nobody liked. I didn't like it. It was okay when it first happened, and then it got boring. Well, no matches that got made for WWE Crown Jewel yet. I believe we have 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I think. November 5th. And it's only October the 24th. So, yeah, there's no top 5 video. I want to do scary wrestlers. I might do that on Sunday. Because Halloween is on Monday. So I will do it on Monday before kids go trick-or-treating or when the actual Halloween night actually starts. So, yeah. And then we will be doing Monday Night Raw on that Monday night as well. I will be filming it and then I will put it on Tuesday. So, interesting weekend. This weekend that's coming up. So let's get to Monday Night Raw. Not a lot of segments happened. A lot of interviews did happen. All that stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, first we got the Judgment to say a whole bunch of things. They came out, said a whole bunch of words. And then Dominic made everybody hate him. Because he thinks he's this generation's Eddie Guerrero. The guy is not really good in the ring. I'm sorry to say it, but he's not really good in the ring. He's not good on the mic. He's not better than his father. I'd be more happy if Ray joined Judgment Day than Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio is dull. And they said he's the best lucha in there. He's no lucha. He didn't do no high flying spots when he faced AJ Styles. So yeah. I don't know. But there's a lot of words. There was a lot of talking. Until the OC came out and, of course, Mr. AJ Styles had to put Dominic Mysterio in his place and tell him to shut up. And then Carl Anderson says, we're done talking. He wants to show the city that they're in why Mr. Carl Anderson is the strongest, I guess. And we got Carl Anderson versus Finn Balor, and a little help. There was a lot of interfering in this, but most of it was because of Rhea Ripley. She body slammed Mr. Luke Gallows, and then a low blow to Carl Anderson to help Finn Balor win his match. So now AJ Styles and Carl Anderson know there's a Rhea problem. Luke Gallows says he's good with women. And then Carl Anderson and AJ Styles says he's bad with women. And then he came back to the trainer's office and looks like he got low blowed as well. So now they had to figure out what they're going to do with Rhea Ripley before Crown Jewel, because they have a match at Crown Jewel and Rhea Ripley will be in their corner, making more problems in the match. So we will find out what happens there, maybe next week on Raw. And speaking of next week on Raw, we heard the return of Brock Lesnar. What's happening on Raw, because he has a big match against Bobby Lashley at Crown Jewel. Then we had R-Truth will be versing The Miz. Before this match even happened, Johnny Gargano wants The Miz to tell everybody the truth about him and Dexter Lumis. So The Miz went in there and he talked about that the truth is that he will not tell or train Dexter Lumis. But he said he did it for he trained Tommaso Ciampa. Something about with his mind and all that stuff. And he said Tommaso Ciampa, I don't know where he is, but he's asking the fans if you've seen him, DM him. And then he has this card of Tommaso Ciampa in his cell, I guess won a match. But Johnny Gargano came out and says that's not the truth. And he says, you don't know anything about Tommaso Ciampa because he texted him and Tommaso Ciampa is injured. That's why he hasn't shown up on Raw. And then they were talking, and I believe The Miz said true 3 times, like Beetlejuice. And then R-Truth came out. And he has to do his comedy act there. And then, ladies and gentlemen, R-Truth says, you want to be mean to me? I could show the city that I could beat your butt. Miz said, no, I don't want to fight. And then Johnny Gargano talking about his grapefruits. And of course, now The Miz accepted the match. And then the match happened, and it looks like The Miz was about to win until it looked like Dexter Lumis was behind the barricade, but in the hood, and was waving. And then R-Truth did a roll-up and gets the win. Good job for R-Truth. And then we found out who's under that hood, and it was Johnny Gargano. Then we had Austin Theory versus Mustafa Ali. And ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins was on the commentary, and of course he has some words to say, but it was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match was Austin Theory. And ladies and gentlemen, and Seth Rollins wasn't done there. He was tossing Mustafa Ali out of the ring. He was still trying to get up. He tossed him where the timekeeper is. Mustafa Ali was trying to get up, and then he threw him on the wall where the audience is, and he started saying that, get him out of here, he's done with him. But when Seth Rollins was walking up the ramp, Mustafa Ali, I guess he ran past the audience and attacked Seth Rollins again, started beating him up, and then he threw Seth Rollins into the LED board, Tron, and Seth Rollins ran away, and Mustafa Ali says, I'm not leaving, and he's going to be Seth Rollins' problem. I think that is going to be his problem. I'm guessing there's going to be a United States Championship match that will be happening at Crown Jewel. Well, speaking of Crown Jewel, Saudi Arabia, last year, Elimination Chamber was in Saudi Arabia, but Elimination Chamber this year will be in Montreal, in Canada. That's pretty cool. Next, we had Omos versus 4 Jobbers. I didn't care for this match. I will not care about the match for Crown Jewel. Because it's big guy versus big guy. They're going, Nope, there's going to be no body slams. There's not going to be anything like that. I don't care for this match. I didn't care for this match. 4 Jobbers. Can Omos verse anyone that's not a jobber? Somebody that actually has a contract to the WWE? Please. So Omos, MVP has some words to say, saying that Braun Strowman is a master of my man, but he's the giant that could only beat jobbers now. And he says I hope Braun Strowman is watching. Well, at least Braun Strowman beat people that was contracted to WWE, like Chad Gable, Otis. They actually good wrestlers and not extras. Omos. So Omos just beat 40 guys up, okay? This is very strong, man. Very strong. Oh my god. I think it's getting really useless. I think Mr. Omos is useless. Because he only beat little guys. He's a bully. No one cares. Then we have Elias making his return, his in-ring return. Because last week he made his return, but as his music guy. But now he has an in-ring return. Speaking of Chad Gable had a match with Elias. Elias did a good job coming back. He didn't have ring rust because he was Ezekiel. So he was still wrestling. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was Elias. Until Otis came out and attacked Elias, and then a 2-on-1 handicap on Elias, until Matt Riddle came out to save Elias. But we see a tag team match next week. Then we have Baron Corbin versus Johnny Gargano, the wrestling god. The new wrestling god. Baron Corbin. Johnny Gargano likes to make fun of people. And Candice LeRae got injured. He wants to go check on his wife as well. I'm waiting for Indy Hartwell to show up, man. I'm waiting for her to show up. That's why I've been focused on Candice LeRae, because how is Candice going to fight Damage Control if she's the only one that's fighting Dakota Kai and Io Sky, not Bayley? Bayley has Bianca Belair to worry about. She wants the Raw Women's Championship. Candice wants the Women's Tag Team titles, but she's not going to team with Alexa Bliss or Asuka. Indy, the way. And I would love to see the tag team between Dexter Lumis and Johnny Gargano. See Index back together. Who cares about Austin Theory? Bring those four back. I'll be happy. Come on, Triple H. Make it happen. So Baron Corbin versus Johnny Gargano. He did a good job. It was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match was Baron Corbin, because Johnny Gargano took the cowboy hats from JBL, and JBL was mad, and he tripped Johnny Gargano off the apron, and I think he threw him back in the ring, and then end of days, Baron Corbin wins. And in the backstage, Miz is trying to get himself out of this truth thing. I think he knows what Johnny is talking about now, because now he's trying to get himself out of it by giving Johnny Gargano's wife a card that's from him and his wife, Maurice. But Johnny says, no, if you're not going to tell them by next week, Johnny Gargano will next week. Then we had our main event, Bayley versus Bianca Belair. Awesome match, back and forth. But at the end, when the referee was arguing with Dakota Kai and Io Sky because they attacked Bianca Belair, he saw it with his two own eyes. But you just saw a woman fly off the turnbuckle onto the women's tag team champions, and the referee, we didn't know who it was. Even Corey Graves didn't know who it was. Kevin Patrick didn't know, and the camera didn't show her until she came back to attack Bianca Belair, knock her out, and Bayley won. And then, ladies and gentlemen, and then she came back to attack Bianca Belair more, and then Bayley, ladies and gentlemen, the return of Nikki Cross. No Nikki ASH. Nikki Cross is back. What the heck does that mean now? Now she's back to her psycho persona here. Not the happy, cheery superhero. Now she's the psycho. Psycho Nikki. I think there's something bad's going to happen for Bianca Belair now. But Nikki did not help Bayley to win. Well, she did. But she did attack Bayley as well. She attacked the women's tag team champions and the Bianca Belair. So she attacked heels and the good guy. So what is happening now? I have no idea. And we'll find out next week on Raw. But ladies and gentlemen, this Tuesday is NXT. No more AEW, thank God. Because I want to keep on trying to watch this live and film it at night and then upload it, because it's easier for me to do, and now I could do it because I have a stream to do it. I don't know what I'm doing. But I have a stream, and ladies and gentlemen, and I could watch it live with no problems. Now I have a stream. Thank God for that. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to watch it live and do it this way because it's easier for me. That it doesn't waste my whole day. It will waste my night. But you know what? I don't do anything special at nighttime. That's nighttime. The only thing I do is take my dog out for the night. But that's fine. He needs to go outside. He looks tired. He's a tired boy. I'm tired boy too, so I'm going to wrap this thing up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Please tell me who you guys think who is under this red hood for Joe Gacy's teammates. Who is it? And I want to say thanks to this comment I got on my video that I read that I look like Trevor Murdoch from NWA. Do I really look like Trevor Murdoch? Do I? Yeah. Because Trevor Murdoch kind of looks like the guy that's from Austin Powers. Big sexy guy. I think that's what his name. I forgot his name. I think there's a bad word in his name. I forgot his name, but ladies and gentlemen, I thought Trevor Murdoch looks like him. But I guess I look like Trevor Murdoch. Hey, I love Trevor Murdoch. He's been a world champion. He hasn't been a world champion in WWE, but he's a world champion in NWA. Congrats to that man. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for the comment. I love seeing the comments. And I take it a compliment of being called a wrestler. Because I'm no wrestler. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. That's all for me today. Time is held. See you guys for NXT. Bye!